Right, welcome everybody. This afternoon, Oxfordian Outlook, we're looking at a particular qualification that's very close to my heart, and it's going to be the Diploma in Education and Training. It's something that I feel that many people have not heard of, and it's got huge value that perhaps it will be really, really valuable to share. So without further ado, and I know everybody's busy, let's get started. So at Oxfordian College, we are empowering futures, we're enabling people to access learning online, and we're also offering the opportunity to learn on campus. The Diploma in Education and Training is a level 5 qualification. It's a vocational, non-university route into teacher training. With yourselves this afternoon is myself, Shazia Hussain, and as you can see, I've got a wealth of experience and expertise in the industry and proficiency and occupational competency to train you all through this phenomenal qualification that will give you a super significant ROI. So just before we proceed with the actual in-depth understanding of the DET, you may have come across the jargon QTLS and QTS. So what's the difference between the two? Let's first unpack the titles. QTLS, Qualifying Teacher Learner Status. QTS, Qualifying Teacher Status. According to the 2012 Post-Wolf report, the government announced parity between the two. You can do your due diligence, pop them into Google, and you will come across websites like the Society of Education and Training, and indeed, that will share that with you. The core fundamental is QTS is usually obtained through the academic route, the university route, and when you qualify as a primary school teacher or a secondary school teacher, and the QTLS is fundamentally a higher education or further education route into obtaining the teaching status. But you'll be pleased to know that with the equal parity, both of them sit equally on the UK's pay conditions and pay scale. So DET, a non-university teacher training route, we're looking at awarding it through the awarding body, which is Ofqual registered TQ UK. The best thing about this route is there's no probation after you complete the qualification. It can be done over a period of 6 to 9 months because you do have the occupational competence in your area of expertise, and the core fundamentals of learning are through your pedagogical, methodological approaches of teaching and portfolio development. As soon as you complete and claim and attain your diploma, you can apply for the QTLS with SET and complete a required portfolio. And it's predominantly, there's a typo there, where it says within, it's within, and it will take up to about 12 months now because the SCT have also changed some of the formation criteria. It's high quality, cost effective, and there's international learner access for you guys at no extra cost. There are 100 hours of teaching exposure, practice, experience, and 8 lessons that need to be formally observed that also then get filed into your portfolio. There will be other elements like lesson planning and evidence of resourcing and so forth, which are part and parcel of teaching. Now, when we look at the postgraduate certificate, the PGCE, it is a university teacher training route, school-based teacher training route as well, known as widely as SCIT. Post the qualification, there's an expectation of 2 years of probation. It used to be 1, there used to be none. Then there used to be 1, now there's 2, which can be quite daunting. The courses over a period of 12 months can take longer, depending on how quickly you get to completion. And PGCE is university-based with assigned school experience, and the SCIT is school-based teacher training, again assigned with school experience, but both fundamentally connected to the university route. So the core fundamental element there is sometimes you cannot be working and learning, whereas the DET is more flexible and hybrid in the sense that you can still carry on working and complete the course. The cost of the PGC is significant. As you can see, approximate starting around the 9,000 mark. Remember, I'm saying approximate, and significantly more for international students. And the skit does require you to be in a school setting, working, and there is a fee structure attached. So why should you do the DET before September 2024 when it changes to the DIT? Again, there's a link on the page where you can see the in-depth changes that will be coming across. It is credits to Anne Gravel, who has explained the fundamental changes. So what you are then going to be looking at, if currently there are 8 lesson observations, it will become 10. If currently you are looking at 100 hours of teaching, the qualification will build up to 250 hours that will be required. And they will also require evidence of meetings, CPD, observations, and 20 hours of remote teaching. Currently, there is no statutory requirement in terms of your mentorship through your placement. It's an expectation that you will have a school-based mentor, but come September, there will be an expectation of 2 mentors for your placement, and one being a subject specialist mentor and one being a pastoral mentor. You will also be expected to show or share your experience over 2 different educational settings. Currently, there being 8 formal lesson observations, it will change to 10. And the group sizes will be significant to not being less than 10 learners per group. So as you can see, the current requirement is significantly less. At the moment, it's known as a DET. It only has 7 units over a period of 6 to 9 months where you are covering 360 guided learning hours. 100 hours of teaching experience, not yet the 250. 8 lesson observations, not yet the 10. 1 school setting can work, or 1 further education post-14-16 setting, not 2. And you do not now at the moment need to illustrate or demonstrate fundamentally that you have 2 mentors. Once you get your portfolio in and you are able to illustrate your understanding through the assignments, meeting the level 5 requirement, you will pass, get your certificate, and you'll be ready to apply for your QTLS through the set. The teaching methodology is varied. We do case studies, problem solving. There will be presentations, some by us, some by yourselves, reflections. You will have to build a CPD log, which is going to be absolutely part and parcel of your learning anyway. I'm sure you are developing yourselves so much now. The only thing you would have to do is capture it. And we will also take that one step further, helping you to get into industry through professional profiling and helping you enhance your CV and groom yourself to have that knowledge, exposure, and experience to perform an interview. So what are the requirements? You're probably thinking, I want to do it now. I want to do it when it's in the simplest form. I don't want to wait until it's going to hit the next stage of getting a bit more advanced. I've been thinking about it for a while, so just get in touch. Get in touch with the team and get yourself enrolled. You just need to be over 18, hold the relevant startup or entry-level requirements of a level 2 in English and maths, ICT, have the relevant reading and communication skills that are required, have a clear DBS, no criminal background. You can see there's an email, hello@Oxfordian College, speak to one of our counsellors, get information. We have already done a massive price drop, but once you see this video, if you get in touch and you can actually say you watched our reel and you're getting in touch, you may be entitled to even further significant discounts. Once you qualify, this is what your sample certificate looks like. It's Ofqual regulated, endorsed by TQ UK, and nowhere on the qualification will it say it was obtained online. Then you are in a situation where you can go to the SET and file yourself for the QTLS. Some of the previous learners that have been through the qualification with us, real-time learners, you can get access to them if they are happy to talk to you. You've got Kansa, who says, I did the DET from Oxfordian, and was always provided with the support and advice I needed. They were always willing to help me with my lesson plans, provide feedback on my teaching, and answer any questions that I had. I felt like I was a part of a supportive community, which was essential for my success. Another one from Iftikhar: if you're considering a career in teaching, I would highly recommend the DET. It is well structured and will give you the skills and knowledge you need to be a successful teacher. Again, we can enable the meet if that is something you choose to do. Just a reminder of us, our mission and vision at Oxfordian: we want to build a robust learning environment for learners across the globe, anywhere around the world. We aim at being the forerunners in providing access to qualifications that are affordable and skills-led. So what should be your next step? Simple: enroll on the course. We have a special discount, as you can see, and if you can actually get back to our team within the week, you may be entitled to even further discounts. You will be obtaining individual attention from the instructor, guided learning on the assignments, opportunities of peer learning, and 24 access to a learning platform. For further information, do write to hello@oxfordiancollege.com. And that brings us to a close of our masterclass today. Now, if you are interested in getting in touch and speaking to me, we can arrange that as well. However, you will need to get in touch with the team and pre-arrange an appointment. We can get on a Zoom and get any of your questions answered. So again, what are you thinking? The simplest route into the DET is now. So it's either day one or one day. Are you an instant decision maker? Are you one that's going to carry on sitting on the fence and allow things to get more complicated? Well worth your investment. As I mentioned, once you qualify, there are ample routes into teaching, into training, whether you go down the institutional route or freelance route. We are here to help and guide you. Thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to meeting many of you in the near future.